This video is brought to you by Boss Rutan's O2 Trainer
and PowerPerformanceProducts.com, where you can receive $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects.
I just want to be really just a martial artist. It turned into a mixed martial artist career here with the best organization in the world, and I'm just very thankful for that and all the opportunities that have come from it.
How hard was it for you to come to this decision?
It took several months of really coming to grips with it. It's been difficult, but luckily I have a lot of other opportunities, and I'm glad that I'm still relatively healthy and can pursue other things.
Sean Shirk, BJ Penn, Jose Aldo. Who was the biggest fight for you?
Well, they're all big fights for sure. The biggest fight was probably the one with Aldo, and the toughest fight was probably the BJ Penn fight.
Also, you were in the Ultimate Fighter Season 1. There came so many big names out of that season. What was that experience like for you, and becoming, I guess, one of the founding fathers of the UFC and what it's come to today?
It was awesome. Back then, again, I kind of went into it with just open eyes, just saw it as a fun experience. Again, it really wasn't until after that experience that I said, all right, I want to be a professional mixed martial arts fighter. I just saw it as a kind of a cool opportunity. I was a little guy fighting guys at 185. I was 178 pounds, and I was like, all right, let's try this Ultimate Fighter thing. Let's see what happens, and here we are. It's been an amazing trip, and just I've had a great time.
Dana said that he had met you back in Boston. Can you tell us about that meeting and what happened then?
Yeah, he got my record wrong, which is unfortunate. But I was 3-0. I was about to fight this guy Drew Fickett, who had I think 30 fights, had one of the best records in the welterweight division at the time, and Dana was scouting him, as he said, and we were fighting for this main event in Boston. He happened to be in town, and again, I was fighting above my weight class at 175, and yeah, we just had an absolute war, and I ended up losing a split decision. I thought I won or whatever, and Dana came backstage and told me about this show he wanted to do, The Ultimate Fighter, and wanted me to try out for it. And I was still, so ticked off that I lost that I kind of was just, whatever, and kind of walked away. And in the end, he told my brother, he's like, have Kenny send in an interview or a video or something so the producers can see it. And I ended up sending like a DVD in like 2 weeks later or something like that where I'm teaching. And they called me back, and, they brought me out to Vegas for these rounds of interviews, and I got on the show.
You had said in your speech here that you might actually go open a gym in LA. What are the plans with that?
Yeah, I have a gym in Boston, Florian Martial Arts Center, and I'm going to be opening up a gym in LA hopefully soon, and be able to be out there. I live out there now, and definitely want to spread my knowledge and my experience in mixed martial arts, and teach just regular folk mixed martial arts, and also hopefully start and be able to mentor other professional mixed martial arts fighters, and hopefully get them all the way to the top.
Also, you fought obviously in 4 different weight classes, and you have one of the highest percentages finishes with your submissions. What do you feel that propels you into the UFC Hall of Fame coming soon? Or?
I don't know. I really don't think about that. It's funny. Again, looking back in my career, I wish I was able to be a belt holder and all those things, but again, it sounds cliche, but to have the opportunity to fight at the highest level was really it for me. That was, what I wanted all along. I learned so much from that experience. It's ridiculous. Just the wins, the losses, the training, and persevering, and all those things. Those things are priceless. So.
How have you seen the UFC change since you started?
A tremendous amount. You're seeing better and better athletes all the time, guys who are seasoned already coming in here with a tremendous amount of experience. I don't think mixed martial arts has been streamlined just yet as far as, what the protocols are for training and this and that, but it's getting there, and you see guys are finding the true, the real methods of how to train for a mixed martial arts fight. It's still kind of in that experimentation phase, but we're seeing some unbelievable athletes in this sport at the highest level. You see the George St. Pierre's, the John Jones. That's going to be standard, across the board in a few more years, and that's exciting. And I'm glad that I'm not saying goodbye to the sport in that way, that I get a chance to be a part of it. And I never wanted to be that guy that you know, said, the sport used to be this way, you know, and that. And I'm going to keep studying and hopefully be able to tell you guys, you know, what it's going to be like and how it's going to be and all those things. So it's definitely an exciting time to be a fan of the sport.
Kenny, what made you decide to come out and officially announce it? You could have just hung out and who knows if the back feels better in a year or whatever.
I know.
Go ahead and make an official announcement.
You know, it's something I've been grappling with for a little while, ever since I injured my back, you know, and I think that any inkling of returning was kind of killed a few weeks ago when I re-injured it. And, you know, the doctors kind of told me it would be something that would, you know, be with me, you know, for a while. And so I kind of have experimented with it, and it's been, I know, since November, you know, that I've been, you know, grappling with this, no pun, and it's been tough, man, you know. So right now I have so many other opportunities coming my way, and you know, when I look at it, and I look back on my career, I had a great career, and now it's kind of time to pursue other things and go that route.
Is there anything besides the title you feel like you're letting on the table, or is that really the only thing that you walk away saying I didn't do?
You know, if I really could do everything, I wish I just had more time. You know, I wish I started training for mixed martial arts earlier. But other than that, you know, again, back then it wasn't what I was feeling. I just wanted to, you know, back then I just wanted to put on a gi every day. That was the only thing I wanted to do, and I was content making $500 a month, you know, and that was it.
You still do that? I mean, will the back at least allow you to
yeah, you know, I'm definitely, I'm limited to what I can do. And that's the thing. I'm used to training 2 or 3 times a day, 6 days a week. That's what I did without fail, whether I'm training for a fight or not. And I'm not going to be that guy who just trains when he has a fight, or going to be able to. I train, you know, Monday through Thursday, but you know, I can't really train Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I never want to be that guy. I want to be able to commit to it, and you know, if I'm having trouble being able to go for a jog, you know, that's a sign that I can't physically, you know, perform like I was before.
Have any of your Boston friends or family giving you any heat for moving out to LA?
Yeah, my family for sure. I'm the only one who's really out of the New England area. So, my mom was, she wasn't so happy. She still cries about it, but you know, she's an emotional lady.
How are you enjoying LA compared to Boston?
It's fun, man. I love it. I miss my family and stuff like that. It's a different culture out there, but the weather has been amazing, you know. So dealing with that, still trying to, you know, get used to everything out there.
Have you narrowed down an area possibly where your gym might open?
Yeah, I think so. I'm looking at a couple areas and a couple gyms that I may take over. So we'll see.
You plan to build a sort of a fight team and do
I would love to. I would love to mentor fighters. You know, personally as a coach, that'd be something that would be great. I know I've developed some good ways to train for fights in the past. I think that was something that gave me an edge out there for a few years of finding certain training methods and ways to prepare for fights and scout fighters out. And I'd love to be able to share that and see and improve on that and see fighters go all the way. You know.
I don't want to get too off topic from you, but I know you've been helping Jared Papazian and kind of get ready
yep.
for Alberto for his fight. What do you think about him, the upcoming fighter?
He's a tremendous talent and a guy that I see big things, you know, coming his way. I think a lot of potential for Jared, and you know, I'd love to see him do well, and hopefully get a chance to work with him even more in the future.
Kenny, what would you say is like the highest point of your career, and the lowest point?
Yeah, you know, it's tough to say, you know, the highest point of my career, but I think I probably need more time to look at that. But some good moments, you know, whether it's the Joe Stevenson fight or the Clay Guida fight or whatever. But, you know, I don't know. The lowest moment, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that was the toughest thing, was cutting down to 145. I was miserable, and that was probably definitely the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, was cut down to 145 twice.
Is that why you're into nutrition and cutting weight now?
Yeah, I've always been, you know, into nutrition. You know, over the years, I slowly got more and more passionate about it and more knowledgeable about it, and you know, yeah, definitely.
This video is brought to you by ProBoxingSupplies.com, where you can receive 25% off your purchase now.
Godspeed and party on.